Hey, Bolt fam, buckle up because today's news is straight up electric. We've got 4 massive stories that'll have your heart racing and your mind spinning. Are the Chargers ready to take over the AFC? Or is there something brewing that could shake our Super Bowl dreams? Each update comes with twists, strategies, and that fire only our fan base gets. You won't believe what's going down. So grab a seat, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into this storm of emotions. Which story is going to hit you hardest? Let's find out. The off-season's heating up, and our first bombshell is one that'll leave you stunned. Picture a veteran fan favorite, a guy who's bled for this team but might be on his way out. Who? Tony Jefferson, our 33-year-old safety, is on the chopping block. Yeah, Chargers Nation, this one hurts. With roster cuts to 53 players looming, Jefferson could be the shocking casualty. Why is this happening? Let's break it down. The Chargers locked in Derwin James, Elijah Molden, and Alohi Gilman as untouchable starters in the secondary. Then came the draft, and 6th-round pick R.J. Mickens out of Clemson shook things up. Mickens, with 75 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, and 2 picks last season, is hungry. Meanwhile, Jefferson played 8 games in 2024, racking up 27 tackles, but no passes defended. He's a reliable backup, but at 33, father time's knocking. The big question, how many safeties will the Chargers keep? If it's just 4, Jefferson might be the odd man out. Fans are torn. On X, some are shouting out Jefferson's leadership in the locker room. Others are hyped for Mickens' potential. Strategically, it makes sense. The Chargers want a younger, more versatile secondary to battle AFC air attacks. But cutting a vet like Jefferson? That's a gut punch. If Mickens shines in training camp, this call gets even tougher. The impact? Losing Jefferson could free up cap space, but leaves us thin on veteran depth. If Derwin James goes down, can Mickens handle the heat right away? Preseason will be make or break. Chargers Nation, what's your take? Does Jefferson deserve to stay, or is it time to roll with the rookies? Hold tight, because the next story's gonna blow your mind even more.
Ever think about that under-the-radar guy who could steal the show? Raheem Sanders, our undrafted rookie running back, is coming in looking like he's ready to shut down the doubters. That's right, Chargers Nation, our revamped backfield with Najee Harris and first-round draft star Omarion Singleton is already stacked, but Sanders might be the lightning bolt we didn't see coming. Let's unpack this. Sanders, 23, had a monster 2022 at Arkansas, 1,407 yards, 10 touchdowns, averaging 6.4 yards per carry. Knee, shoulder, and ankle injuries derailed him in 2023, but he bounced back at South Carolina in 2024 with 845 yards and 11 scores against brutal SEC defenses, plus 29 catches for 324 yards and 2 touchdowns. At 6'2", 230 pounds, he's a bruising runner with sneaky speed. Fans are skeptical. Some expos say, undrafted, he's a long shot, but others are calling him a hidden gem. Compared to Singleton, who dazzled at North Carolina, Sanders has less buzz but faced tougher competition. What if he steals carries from Harris? Tactically, Sanders could be a surprise weapon on third downs or goal line situations, flexing his all-purpose skills. The risk? His injury history is a red flag. If he can't handle the NFL grind, he might fizzle out. But Chargers Nation, picture this. If Sanders pops off in training camp, he could push our backfield into the league's top 5. He's a near lock for the 53-man roster, and all eyes are on him in preseason. You buying the Sanders hype, or is he just a flash? Drop your thoughts below, because the next story is going to leave you speechless. With Sanders turning heads in the backfield, the Chargers' passing game is shaping up to make Justin Herbert grin ear to ear. Our third bombshell is about our wide receiver core, and it's deeper than ever. But Chargers, one question's burning. Will Quentin Johnston finally silence the haters, or could a rookie steal the spotlight? This battle's heating up and could define our season. Ladd McConkey, with over 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns as a rookie, is the undisputed WR1. Mike Williams' return after stints with the Jets and Steelers brings veteran grit, but the draft steal was Trey Harris' second, a second-round pick from Ole Miss. Harris is electric, with glue-like hands and YAC explosiveness. Adding guys like Darius Davis, Brendan Rice, yep, Jerry Rice's son, and depth players like Jalen Reagor and Keandre Lambert-Smith, and we've got options for days. The spotlight's on Johnston.
The former first-rounders had 2 shaky years with drops and inconsistency, but spring workouts show a new QJ, confident, vocal, and catching everything. On X, fans are split. Some are screaming, "It's your time, QJ!" Others want Harris's WR2 right away. If Johnston breaks out, our passing game could hit top-tier status, with Herbert slinging it to McConkey, Williams, and QJ. Harris should emerge big in the season's second half, dropping highlight plays. The risk? If Johnston flops again, the pressure's on Harris, a rookie, and Williams' injury history could spell trouble. Preseason's a proving ground for this group. Chargers Nation, imagine this. If QJ becomes the game-breaker we drafted him to be, or Harris, if he steals the show, our offense becomes a juggernaut. The impact? Who's stepping up next to McConkey? Hit the comments, because the next one's gonna rock your world. And while the passing game's taking shape, a dark cloud's brewing over our offensive line. Brace yourselves, Chargers Nation. This one's heavy. Rashawn Jones, our all-pro tackle, is still without a new deal weeks before training camp. Yep, the guy protecting Justin Herbert's blind side is stuck in limbo, and fans are starting to freak out. What's up with our front office? Let's dive in. Jones, 26, is in his final year, playing on a $19 million fifth-year option. With top tackles like Tristan Wirfs banking over $30 million a year, Jones deserves a deal, and he knows it. Negotiations have dragged on for months with no traction. On X, fans are panicking. Lose Jones and Herbert's a sitting duck. Others are pointing fingers at GM Joe Hortiz, who loves budget-friendly moves. Remember, they let Poona Ford walk and passed on stars like DK Jones. The trend's clear. Tactically, Jones is our line's cornerstone. In 2024, he was a brick wall, giving up just 2 sacks and anchoring an OL that gave Herbert time to cook. Without him, our offense crumbles. Picture facing pass rushers like Max Crosby or TJ Watt with a backup tackle. Pure chaos. The team's got $27.6 million in cap space, but seems scared to spend big. Are they worried about future flexibility, or just missing the big picture for a team that won 11 games and is Super Bowl close? Jones says he's confident a deal's coming, but the clock's ticking. If nothing's signed by the season, he could hit free agency in 2026, and that's a nightmare. Preseason will be tense, with all eyes on this saga.
The impact? You think we'll lock in Jones or risk losing a star? Drop your take below, because we're wrapping this up with a spark to ignite the fan base. Chargers Nation, what a wild ride. From tough cuts like Jefferson to Sanders' breakout potential, our revamped receivers, and the Jones drama, the Chargers are teetering between greatness and chaos. Our season's on the line. Will youth and grit push us forward, or will contract stumbles hold us back? We're a team knocking on the Super Bowl door, but every move matters. Which stories got you fired up? Sound off in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's make noise. Together, we'll power the Chargers to the top.